These, okay, got it. The stoic, I'm not very stoic. The stoic pilgrim here. Okay, so this is where I stayed last night. It's kind of neat. It's an albergue, and stayed here. The nuns hosted us. It was very nice, very clean. They gave us coffee and a little bit of a breakfast, so that was very pleasant. So it was a good morning so far. As you can see, can you see? The skies are a little bit overcast. I'm sure it's going to rain today because that's what it does here. It rains. But I'm going to run off and catch a ferry. I think today's going to be a relatively easy day. I'm so glad I came to Laredo. I'm going to start walking while we talk. I'm so glad I came to Laredo because, boy, the end of the day was tough. And if I had stayed in the previous town, which some of the books recommend, I would have had that tough hill in the morning, and that wouldn't have been a great way to start the day. And speaking of starting where the book recommends, frequently people get stuck into the syndrome of going the daily of what the books recommend. But what I would recommend is that someone call me. Hey, 1 second. I have a friend up here. What are you doing up there? That's your bedroom. Is this where you stayed? Is this where you stayed? You're kidding. This is where I stayed.
Did you stay here too?
Yeah, I got to get this guy in film, folks. 1 second. Say hello.
Hello, camera.
Hello, camera. Okay, I'm going to turn this off for a second while I talk to my friends and wake up everybody in the neighborhood. Okay, so that was kind of fun. So he was one of my new Camino friends that I had dinner with the other night. It's so funny because he texted me. He goes, "Hey, come on, let's meet tomorrow." Last night he texted me, "Come on, let's meet." It's like, oh no, I'm not even close to where you're at. I'll see you. I'll see you the next day at the ferry. And it turns out we're staying at the same place. How silly is that? And by the way, so we're leaving Laredo. Like I said, it's good to not get yourself into a syndrome of following the book, just doing what the book says for that particular day. You kind of want to look at this old town. Isn't this great? And look at this town. I love the old streets. But you kind of want to get out of that syndrome. If you could stay, it's easier to find a place because most people will follow the book. And if you don't follow the book, you kind of set your own pace. And whether the book says do 20 kilometers or 15 kilometers or whatever, you do your own. And if you could get off of sync with the book, that's even better yet. Now today in Laredo, we're going to go down and we're going to catch a ferry across the bay. This is not cheating because there is no cheating on the Camino. But even beyond that, it's what we all do. So everybody gets on the ferry. The first one's at 9 o'clock. I guess it's about 7:30 right now. So I'll see my all of my friends on the ferry, and I'll take a video and get everybody to say hello maybe. But again, the great thing about the Camino is all the friends you meet and all the people you get to speak with. So I'm going to put this away for now and try to navigate my way through the town. Buen Camino, everybody. So, I'm walking through along the beach here and I'm looking at the statues, and I kind of like this one little corner here. It has I took a picture of a woman holding a basket and some sailors here. I kind of like the idea that they have statues dedicated to the average working guy, just folks just trying to get along. You look at these guys, and it actually reminds me of someone I knew from the Faroe Islands who told me about the hard life that fishermen work to get by, and especially on the Faroe Islands, from what I understand. it's a pretty hard-working existence. I'm trying to think of the right words here. And this is what working men and women do. They get up every day, they do their job, and they go to bed at night without a lot of fame, without a lot of fanfare, without a lot of hoopla. They just get by and provide for their families. And to me, that's heroic. And when we talk about heroes, that has a special meaning that is often abused today. And that's going to be a subject of a meditation. It's been raining and so lately I haven't been able to do all the meditations that I want, so I have a few backed up. Hopefully today I'll get some done. But that's been a meditation of mine along the Camino, and we'll discuss that later on today, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe the day after, who knows. Anyways, buen Camino. Okay, I want y'all to see this in front of me. A bunch of us folks are headed out of Laredo and racing to the ferry. Buenos dias, senora. And we're all racing to the ferry. I don't have black riders behind me, at least, huh? I have black clouds, look at that. I got some black clouds chasing me, but no black riders. Bill, what are you talking about, black riders in the ferry? Well, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan, you know what I'm talking about. And if you're not a Lord of the Rings fan, you should become one. Buen Camino.
Mi son svegliato, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Questa mattina mi son svegliato e ho trovato l'invaso. Oh partigiano, portami via. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morire.
And so, my friends, this is where you catch the ferry. It looks to me like a deserted beach, but this is where you catch the ferry. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens next. But we have a little bit, so I'm gonna go sit on some driftwood and contemplate the wonders of the Camino. Hi everybody out there, this is your Stoic Pilgrim. So today, as I was walking along, I noticed this young man with a guitar, and you all know how I love the guitar. So I stopped and spoke with him, and I thought he had a very interesting story. I also have to hand it to him for having the courage to bring his guitar along. So I thought it would be fun for him to introduce himself, tell us a little bit about himself, and maybe play a piece of music for us. So your name is?
Frederick. I'm from Germany. I'm 23 years old. I'm studying right now in Leipzig, and yeah, I'm a singer-songwriter. I love to play music and traveling to Morocco right now with my guitar. No money and just me and my guitar. It's a long journey. For now I concentrate on the transport. I walk in the Camino, and it's a huge adventure, and this is one of my songs.
Okay, please go ahead. Oh, before you play, what's the name of the song? Do you have a name for it?
Du und ich.
Okay.
That means you and I in German.
Okay, go ahead.
Und ich weiß nicht, was passiert, aber ich bin gerade hier mit dir. Steht mein Bukahara-Shirt. So viele Fragen und du bei mir. So viele Fragen und du bei mir. Schau durch den Spiegel in dein Gesicht. Es ist niedlich, wie du da grad stehst. Wenn ich dich so ansehe, frage, willst du heute mit mir bouldern gehen? Oder willst du lieber ins Museum gehen? Hab das Gefühl, du verstehst mich, nur dass die Zukunft einfach ungewiss ist. Ja, doch die Gegenwart scheint wichtig, und dass ich und du im Jetzt sind. Hab das Gefühl, du verstehst mich, nur dass die Zukunft einfach ungewiss ist. Ja, doch die Gegenwart scheint wichtig, und dass ich und du im Jetzt sind. Oh, wann öffne ich mein inneres Tor? Komm, leg bloß nicht auf die Uhr. Wir schlafen aus, ey, was hast du morgen vor? Streichelt zart, Liebe vor dein Ohr. Und bald schlafen wir schon ein. Du bist so schön, ich möchte am liebsten in dich reintauchen. Doch mein Herz noch nicht bereit zum Auftauen. Noch nicht bereit zum Auftauen. Hab das Gefühl, du verstehst mich. Nur dass die Zukunft einfach ungewiss ist. Ja, doch die Gegenwart scheint wichtig. Und dass ich und du im Jetzt sind. Nur dass du und ich im Jetzt sind. Thank you, guys.
Wonderful. I would applaud, but I'm holding the camera.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
If you want to, follow my journey, I've also writing a blog. It's called Daily Diary. Or my name is Frederick Tiilikainen. It's spelled like Frederick and then T I. So then you find it.
Okay, wonderful. So check out this young man's blog.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for playing with us.
Yeah.
And if there's any like big time recording agents looking for a young talent to come along, look at this guy. He's got it all.
Yeah.
Okay, hey, good luck
And
on your trip.
last thing, I have also German rap on Spotify.
Okay,
it's
go
called,
ahead.
Smile Just. The short form is SJ.
Okay.
Ego is just an S and an how you say it? An Y? No, you like in.
You?
When you spell just, it's like
Yes.
the first letter is in
J.
J, S-J,
Okay.
yeah, the just
There
a
we
J.
go.
Ego.
We all work our way past the language barrier on
Yeah.
the Camino. So folks, check this guy out. He's a great kid. Well, I'm old, so to me everybody's a kid. But
I'm a kid. I think I'm a kid
Okay,
sometimes.
good. Great young man. Check him out. It was lovely talking to you. Thank you. Well, there's two ways I can go. I've come to a fork in the road. If I go to the off, that's 2 kilometers, but there's ups and downs. And if I go straight, it's 8 kilometers, but it's flat. And it's rather early in the morning, so I can do the flat. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I'll let you know. Okay, as you can see, I chose the shorter route. Boy, I hope I made the right decision. Look at this. Well, it's only 2 kilometers. What the hell, right? Hey, look at that beach. Look at that beach. I bet some of you wish you were here with a surfboard right now, huh? Oh boy. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so that was a mistake. You learn your lessons in life. Oh my goodness. My goodness. That was a trail and a half, I'll tell you. Lots of rocks jutting out. Lots of very steep cliffs. Really, I could see myself tumbling down the cliff if I had tripped. And there was another point at which I fell forward, and it was like there was this great big branch of a tree, a very small tree, trunk of a tree, sticking out, and I could have easily impaled myself, but I caught myself, fortunately. Or otherwise there would be barbecued Bill tonight, Bill on the skewer, I guess you could call it. But I didn't. I'm alive. I'm doing great. I think I'm alive. And I'm going to do the 8 kilometers. What the hell? It's only 8 kilometers. It's along the road. It isn't quite as pretty, but I've seen a lot of pretty sights already today. So if you're coming through here, let me warn you. If you're coming through, after you get off the ferry, you go through the town, you walk along a road, and there's a choice between going along the freeway or going up this path. And you'll see this sign. My hiking skills are not that great, okay? And I'm not confident in my skills or in my balance. And so this is not the road for me. The dirt, beautiful trail is not the path for me. And it's best just to admit it. It was a little embarrassing coming down because there were some people I knew. And I was like, no, I'm going to go on. And but, you know, it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter. There is no cheating on the Camino. Everybody walks their own Camino. So they have this highway path here, and I'm going to take the highway path. and I will live to see another day. At least I hope I'll live to see another day. So be warned, this other path, lots of rocks, very steep, very difficult for me to maneuver. Saw some younger folks with great balance that just boop, 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 up, no problem. But you may want to think twice about it. So anyways, buen camino. I was hoping to get to where I was going by the time we got rain, but I don't think that's going to happen now with this detour, but that's okay. Okay, time for the evening wrap up. Today was a good day. Today was a real good day. Didn't get rained on. Got some sprinkles, but nothing, not rain, not like the other day. Oh my goodness. But I suspect there's more of that in our future. You know, when I was thinking of doing the Del Norte, I knew it was going to be wet, and it hasn't disappointed me. It has been wet. But, you know, that's all part of the Camino, right? And that's all part of just, you know, there's things that you can control. There's things you can't control. I've yet to be able to control the weather, or would have rained more in California the past 6 years, and probably rained less on the Camino, but it doesn't matter because I'm having a great time. As you can see from some of the videos, when I left this morning, like some friends popped out. It's like, hey, what are you doing here? And then I ran into some friends as we were going on down to the ferry. Took the ferry across. Again, that's not cheating. That's what pilgrims do. Quite a few pilgrims. Then once the boat landed, went across, and as you can see, I took that detour. I told you that when I took it, I thought it was the official route, and that the freeway was the non-official route, but it turns out just the opposite. I was walking with somebody later on in the day, and he was saying that's not the official route, and it's actually marked as being quite dangerous. Wish I knew that before I started it, because it was. I mean, it really was. There were a couple of times where I was not happy. Let's put it that way. A couple of times I fell where I could have gotten seriously hurt. So I wouldn't recommend it. Now, there were a lot of people, again, younger people, who were just zipping right along. And if you're really confident of your skills and you think you could do it, yeah, go for it. I didn't. And like I said, unless you're very confident, I wouldn't recommend it. But I did find a great place here. I'm looking at my notes. I'll put you can see it in the pictures, the name of this place. We're in Noja, and it's Postad something or other. I'll try to post it in the comments below, but this place is great. Very clean, very quaint, very nice. Maybe I'll take some pictures later. And we're going to have breakfast tomorrow morning at 7:30. But then it's right next door to the main square. And over to the main square, had some lunch, got some laundry done. So now my clothes are clean and dry. And the important part is dry. I didn't mind smelling bad, but I did mind being damp all the time. And for the first time in several days, I don't feel damp. So that's a big plus. It was also kind of funny. You saw in the video where I saw some of my friends. I'm looking at my notes here, where I saw some of my friends, and the guy that was singing, that was singing Solo Mio the other day. He saw, and we've been singing whenever we see each other. And today at the restaurant, they started playing Bella Ciao. So we started singing right along, and everybody in the town square and the restaurant's looking at us, and all of a sudden they start clapping along, and we're singing and they're clapping. And unfortunately, I don't remember all the words in Italian, but I followed along as best I could. So we were singing Bella Ciao and having a grand old time. They must have thought we were nuts, and we might be. But then we got our laundry done, stopped at a supermercato, and came back to the room. So I'm going to clean up a little bit, tidy up a little bit, and come back and do our reflection, since I haven't been doing my reflections very much. And I do want to catch up with those, because I do have a few that I'd like to share. So, for today, In today's wrap up, that's it. Buen camino. Arrivederci. Ciao tutti. See you later. Don't take any wooden nickels. And this is your buddy, the Stoic Pilgrim, making his way to Santiago in the rain along the northern coast of Spain. And I'm having a blast. So we'll see you later.